This short video shows how to assemble the Gemini image review station. Inside the Gemini box are the stand, monitor, base, and a small bag of screws and USB drives. After you unpackage your Gemini unit, you're going to want to find the little package with 4 screws and some Allen wrenches, and you're going to want to get your own Phillips screwdriver. Make sure you have a nice clear space to put everything. You're going to have 3 components: the base, the column, and the monitor. For the moment, I'm just going to set the monitor aside, pull the base out, and take it out of its protective plastic wrapping. You can move the box out of the way. Make sure, once you have the base down, to lock your 4 wheels. Once you have the base down, you're going to want to take the screws out of your Ziploc bag. And again, you have 4 Allen screws. And the large Allen wrench fits those 4 Allen screws. Set these down on the floor underneath the base. The column has a nice, easy handle to work with. And you can raise the column. The top of the column is where the monitor mounts. The bottom is the power unit. The computer with the label faces the label at the bottom that says Gemini. And you just simply lift this and place it right in the little socket there at the bottom. It fits very easily, and although it does hold on its own, I don't recommend letting go of it. Just apply some light pressure with one hand, and from underneath you can put in the 4 screws. You can feel the 4 holes, and sometimes you just wiggle the column a little bit to get the screw started. Once all 4 screws are in, fairly snug by finger, use the Allen wrench and tighten each one up. Don't over tighten it. Don't try to strip them. Just get them snug and just a little bit further. And you can make sure that the column doesn't wiggle. It should sit nice and securely in the base. The next step is to unpackage the monitor. And you're going to want to have some clear desk space someplace to put it. Monitor comes right out of the box. Nicely protected with some foam, which we can just set aside. We won't be using. And we can take off our protective plastic. Make sure when laying the monitor down, there's no screws or pins or anything that you're laying the monitor down on. There are 4 screws that hold the monitor. The 2 lower screws, completely remove them. The 2 upper screws, you want to loosen up, because you want to make sure that there's about 1/4 of an inch of clearance between the metal plate and the bottom of the screw. You want the screw in a little bit, but you want 1/4 inch of clearance. And then you simply pick the monitor up, lift it over. This is how I do it. I lift it over the column, and it hangs right on 2 screws on the back. You can see here the screws that the monitor hangs on. And you take your other 2 screws, and you put those into the lower screw holes. You may have to slightly move the monitor to get them started. After all 4 screws are in, make sure to tighten the top and the bottom screws. You want them to be good and tight. You want to make sure that there's 4 screws. When you know they're good and tight, the monitor is solidly mounted. Now you just simply grab this little gray cover and pull on it, and it snaps right out of the way. There are 3 cables, and there's only the 3 cables that need to be connected. The rest of the system comes pre-wired. And you'll notice that there's a color dot on the monitor that matches each cable. So you don't have to worry about which cable goes where. It's already identified for you. Red is power, and it plugs in all the way to the side with the flat pointing out towards you. The video cable, marked yellow, slides in, and there's a little lip on the cable itself, and that lip goes out towards you. And then comes the USB, and the curved side of it faces towards you, and it has a little picture of a USB symbol, and that plugs in. And then you take your cover, put it in, and it just snaps right back in place. And that's it, you're done. The system is fully assembled and ready to go. And if you need to, you can adjust the monitor angle. You can just grab it and tilt it. You can also tighten it using the handle right here. And that's it.